Hello guys, me again Aswat. And today I'm rewatching an old movie that came out in 1993. So I rewatch it again just to get a different perspective. It's called Tombstone, very famous movie. And I watched it when I was like 20 something, still young. And now I'm watching it again because I find it different when you watch it as somebody who is innocent and somebody who's mature. I'm 53 now. So what is this movie about? I'm going to start with the summary and synopsis. It's about this group of brothers led by legendary gunfighter Wyatt Earp. So him and his brothers go to this town of Tombstone and then to start new life there. So along their way when they are trying to settle down, they meet a group of bandits. But I don't call it bandits. They are more like they call themselves the cowboys, and they're like bad news people. They are rude and raucous and whatnot. But when the beginning of the movie, you don't see them having problem with these cowboys. So the movie escalated from them on to the point that his brother got shot and killed, his younger brother, and that's when Wyatt Earp become angry, and the movie turned from normal Western romance. It becomes a revenge movie by the end. I love this movie when it came out, and I want to point out anybody watching this review why this movie stand the test of time. The camera, how they shoot their faces, they don't shoot like them today, right? Today you shoot like John Wick. This is the opposite of John Wick in terms of action and how the movie is shot. The movie really capture their faces, tau, like shoulder above head, shoulder, their face, and because these people have very handsome faces, it stands out. So the film not just showcase them as this great gunfighter, but they show their faces very clearly, very cinematically. Then that stays with me. That's why I remember this movie. Um, Andy McDowell played the love interest. He plays the lover of Wyatt Earp, and she was captured so beautiful when she come into town. You know, the first half is just like normal Western about life in the West, and you know, ironically, you don't see much of Indians, native Indians. You don't see them much. It's mostly about this group of bandidos, cowboys, and versus Wyatt Earp and their team. Also, stand out is Val Kilmer. He plays Doc Holliday, also a legendary gunfighter. But this is the only time besides Top Gun that I've seen he is superb in his role as Doc Holliday. You really believe that he's Doc Holliday. His performance was great, and the guy who plays Wyatt Earp is, I can't remember his name when I'm doing this review, but it's a very famous Hollywood actor. He plays in The Thing. Oh my God. Okay, he plays Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell plays Wyatt Earp. Sorry. I have to check it. I sometimes just lupa lah these people's name. But the movie stands out. The movie stands out. The test of time. When I watch it as a young guy, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. But as an older guy, more concerned about learning about cinema and whatnot, I'll give this movie a 9 out of 10. Still very high. Like I say, because of cinematography. But there are a lot of loopholes. Like, for example, why didn't the cowboys attack them like any time of the day, any time of the year they were living there? Because the cowboys can definitely kill them multiple times. And there were reasons like Kurt Russell went out and have a date with Andy McDowell in the middle of the have a picnic, you know, with the lover beside the river and everything. Like you're having an affair in the Wild West, and then there is a bandido scoring around. So like an older me might be thinking all of that, but when it comes to the end, the action, I really like this movie because it's complete. It shows them like from the bottom when they started to come in, and then all the way to the point that Val Kilmer passed away. I mean, it shows the progression up to the point, and only the end when the movie reaches the end, it want to cap off with like a super happy ending. It tells about what happened to Wyatt Earp and the lovers and what happened to the rest of the family. So they kind of like try to sweeten it up, but somehow or other it works because it is not too focused on stupid things, stupid drama. So the movie is really great. I, like I said, it went out 9 out of 10 because, like I said, why 9 out of 10 now? Even though it's still watchable, I don't want to watch it again. This is the kind of movie once in a blue moon. You put it on, you rewatch it. Yeah, it's fine for it. But it's an old movie with old type of values. My adult brain overthinking. Where's the native Indians? Why are these having like a romantic affair after OK Corral? Oh yeah, before I want to end, they shows a lot of historical, kind of like legendary historical thing like the fight at OK Corral. They showed that in detail. It was quite good. And then they showed Wyatt Earp fighting at the river, which is quite enigmatic of his law, of his character law. And of course, Val Kilmer fighting with Ringo in the forest. Those three are kind of legendary folklore that the movie kind of exposed and show how it's just a superhero movies before the Avengers came in. This is the original Avengers. It's better actually, better than the Avengers because there's no special effects. This is just like hardcore action. But like I said, it's outdated. 1993, still good. 9 out of 10. Most of the modern movies can only reach 8 out of 10. So this is my re-review of Tombstone, a western action western, kind of good movie, kind of romantic movie, kind of western, kind of fantasy of the 1990s. Okay guys, that's it man. That's my review for Tombstone. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.